There's an interplay between how you think, how you behave, and how you feel, and if you change all three, then you change who you are. So the biggest problem that so many people watching this video are going to have, huge problem, is that you're so hard on yourself in your own head that you never feel emotionally content. You never feel emotionally sound. You're always fighting a battle. I heard one famous pickup coach, head of a different pickup company, he said, dude, in 6 months I'm going to be better than I've ever been. Okay, people identify with being a hard case newbie. They identify with the journey. They never really feel like they are enough. They never have self-acceptance. And if you don't have self-acceptance, then you're going to have this internal emotional conflict in your life. You know, you might have struck this really nice balance between challenge and achievement, challenge and difficulty, challenge and capability. Okay, that flow zone. You're working hard, you're playing hard, you're rewarding yourself, you're developing well, you've got, you know, good health, good wealth, good fitness, good education, you're meeting a lot of girls. But if you are still saying to yourself that it's not good enough, that you need to do more, that you're still in a development stage, then you're never going to come across content to a chick. Okay, you're going to be hard on yourself and down on yourself, even though in her eyes you're perfect. Okay, you're everything that she ever needed you to be. But the more that she gets to know you, the more she's going to think that you suck, because you never forgive yourself, you never forgive others. You're trying to manage the way that you conduct yourself in the interaction and in your relationship with a girl so much that because you're never content, you're never comfortable, and you're never easygoing and agreeable. Okay, by being too hard on yourself, you have something called cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance. And that's when how you act, which might be normal, well-adjusted, good game experience, socially skilled, you're never satisfied that it's good enough. And for sure, in the gym, financially, academically, in your career, you're allowed to be the person who never accepts reality. You always want more. You're always working harder to get more. But with yourself, you got to be kind to yourself so you can find emotional contentment, so that when you do talk to a girl, you're a light, accepting, open, emotional energy to be with. You're easy to interact with because you're forgiving of yourself. You're forgiving of imperfections. From a greater perspective, you're just an average, everyday, normal, you're a normal fucking guy. You're probably normal. But the thing that stops you from being normal is when you're so hard on yourself and down on yourself, you think that you're some kind of special negative snowflake with your own negative ideas, with your own negative past, that you're identifying with that and you're fighting your own past to strive to a better future, that you fail to realize that you're exactly comparable to every other guy that girl is going to meet, and you're just normal in a positive, pure, easygoing way. And by you being normal and removing the cognitive dissonance and being a sound emotional force for others to kind of latch onto, girls are really going to like you. They're going to relate to you. They're going to comply with you. They're going to like you a lot. I've been talking debrief 6 hours today, so I can barely speak right now. Got a little tip: if you can't speak, if you rub your chin, saliva starts flowing, you can speak a little bit easier for the next couple of minutes. And some of the advice that I gave to the guys today was, you can make life easy for yourself, or you can make life hard for yourself. You can go easy on yourself, or you can go hard on yourself. Your actions and your behaviors, your interpretation, your skills in the game are all going to be exactly the same, but one version of you, when you're hard on yourself, has a fucking dark cloud hanging over the top, and the more a girl gets to know you, the more she thinks you're just a dark cloud. But the one where you're forgiving of yourself and you realize that you're some variation of normal, that you're easygoing, that you're not that much different to any other guy in terms of, you know, your life story and your game capabilities, then you're going to have a light energy, right? We're all looking to stand out to a girl. How do you stand out to the women that you want to meet and pick up? The way that we stand out to chicks is having a consistently light energy in relation to the girl, not in relation to our academics and our finances and our gym and our discipline, our travel, our adventure. Be hard on yourself and be adventurous and push yourself in all those areas. But when you relate to a girl, as a gentleman, if you have a consistently light, forgiving, open energy, you'll be so easy for her to connect with, and such an important point of reality for her to help make sense of her own confusion or cognitive dissonance, or the ways in which she's hard on herself, you can help to alleviate that for her, encourage her, reward her, congratulate her, all those good things that she's gonna really be naturally attracted to, and your game's gonna work well. So in the conclusion of all of this, so many of my guys, after I train them for 30 days, you're so capable, you're so intelligent, you know how to game, you know the dynamics, you know what you're supposed to do, but because you talk to yourself in a way that is negative, that is disapproving, and that you don't accept yourself, you're still a dark energy, and you're not letting yourself just enjoy the girls in front of you, okay? Enjoy them. They want to be enjoyed, and just get over your own civil war inside of your own head and emotions, calm that the fuck down, and get out there and look at a bigger, more important cause, okay? Your relations, not your internal conflicts, okay? Get the fuck on with that. Because as guys, the kind of guys who watch videos like this, it's our job to help others and be there for others and be someone who will listen to others to bring the best out of them.